person, right?
A person that you'd like to emulate or be today.
So I've got a funny one. I didn't choose. I chose a fictitious character. I've chosen Maui from the Disney movie Moana.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the reason for that is Maui's a shapeshifter. I wouldn't mind being a shapeshifter for a day. And
Thanks.
and even though he's got a bit of a egotistical show-off type mentality, I think at his heart he wants to do the right thing, but he's also light-hearted and he doesn't take life too seriously in some aspects. Yeah.
Our book got a turtle, and turtle symbolizes longevity, wisdom, resilience. When you love what you're doing, you are not ambitious. You are not greedy. You are not seeking fame, because that very love of what you are doing is totally sufficient in itself.
From this pack, okay? And that was the card I chose, the little dolphin at the back. And it talks about innocence. Become a child again and remember how, in this state of grace, everything was beautiful and you really believed in miracles. How do I bring back the gentle feeling of innocence? By bringing joy to others. For instance, do little random kindness, smile, drop a coin where a child can find it. All of this will bring back a time when life was effortless. A time when no one hurt our feelings, and a memory of those feelings can be a great healer. Above all, be gentle with yourself and others. Use this day to simplify your life. Bring harmony where you find discord. Know that through interdependence, your life is made easier. Use your resources and the knowledge that you have since acquired through the many setbacks that are sent to us to learn about wisdom and strength and courage. Be thankful to those who have guided you. You have come very far. Honor yourself and be grateful that you have been found worthy.
Everybody sit down. So we're going to play a little game. Everybody stand up. Everybody sit down. 2 claps. Stand up. Hands up. 1 clap. I'm doing it slowly, then I'm going to go fast. Stand up. 2 claps. Sit down. Stand up. 2 claps. Sit down. Hands up. Hands on the side. Click your fingers. I'm adding 1 more. Stand up. 2 claps. Sit down. Click your fingers. Stand up. 2 claps. Stand up. 2 claps. Stand up. 2 claps. Sit down. Click your fingers. Stand up. Sit down. 2 claps. Click your fingers. Are you awake? Now tap yourself. Tap your head. Tap your back. Tap your shoulders. Tap your fingers. Tap your arms. Tap your chest. Tap your legs. Tap your thighs. Your back. Your fingers again. The cheek. Your head. Okay, go 1 more time. Feeling much relaxed now. Are you all relaxed? Feeling relaxed? How was that? A good start. Got you all awake. So we're going to do 3 types of breathing together, and this is going to help you in your daily life with your kids before you start your work. Some of the stuff that Venkat was talking about earlier, when he was reading his little card. We're going to
wall in the background. So there's multiple elements that I was trying to show. Obviously, the wall for me represents not the brick wall that I'm closed off and got steadfast boundaries, more that of resilience. Yeah. Say hello. More of resilience and, There's also a little like steps going up with little bits and pieces that you're trying to collect all along the way. I think this has been a big lesson in my life that I think I'm still always learning, and I think life is always trying to teach me, is obviously starting off in life, you have all your dreams, ambitions, goals, and always the things you want to achieve. And you can get so stuck in the mindset of, I always need to achieve, I always need to achieve, I always need to learn, always need to grow, always want to acquire. And you feel like you're always chasing all these little breadcrumbs, thinking you're getting to the top. And my biggest lesson was realizing that I was standing on the pot of gold, and that I am the pot of gold in my own life. And, going back and connecting again to myself, and, actually acknowledging my own strengths, my own weaknesses, seeing where I want to go, how I do things, acknowledging myself first, and seeing all that I want to achieve is already there, and it's all inside of me, and all my capabilities, it's all there, but we keep on trying to chase something all the time. So the wall kind of represents the resilience I've built in my life. All the challenges, all the obstacles, you're consistently trying to adapt, consistently trying to just carry on going forward, trying not to allow things to obviously break you down to a point where you can't function in your life. But we all have our moments, so there are breakages along the way, but this is all part of the beautiful picture of our life, So I think for me, it's always acknowledging me as a person, and always reconnecting to myself and reminding myself every day that you are your pot of gold, and stop chasing and start being more present with yourself, and kind of let that grow, like those little seeds of the lentil seeds. It's like, that is what I need to grow, instead of focusing on all the little things I need to pick up along the way, So yeah, that was just a little bit about what came to my mind when you were asked to do this.
No, you are good enough. Well done. I enjoyed your little crafty effort. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I think I had a talk with another coach once, and he was asking me, what's your purpose for working so hard? So I said that I never really think about why I'm working so hard, except that I want things to succeed, or whatever I do to succeed. But deep in my heart, I know that I had wanted to contribute either to an animal shelter or to set up one of my own in Singapore. So I'm working towards that. So the animal shelter to me is a purpose of why I'm doing all these things, or why I'm working so hard. And it's not because I want another flashy car or a house. Those are material things. Why I'm working so hard is because I really want to leave something behind when I expire in my life. Yeah.
A legacy.
Yes, like a legacy, yes. But partly because since young I'm a big animal lover, so that's something that I really, really want to achieve in my life. For the hourglass, it was something put together by our other team member, but I think it represents the past, the present, and the future. I used to be always, like you're stuck in the past. So my actions or feelings are determined by what I've experienced in my past. But I've learned as time go by to heal and to be stronger and to live in the present, because I feel the present will then affect my future. And so this is what I should be focusing on now.
I think if I have to choose my Ellie, so similar, elephant is very steadfast. I'm a Taurian as well, so generally people say I'm quite stubborn and stick to my guns sort of thing. My mom says it's stubbornness, but I feel that, I stick to what I believe in and I stand firm. So I see the elephant maybe that's why I chose the elephant. I see it very much, everything's happening around it, but it's still very firm, standing tall, strong, knowing that it's strong, and nothing can deter it. So that's
Micromanage things instead of us trying to do everything that we have to do. We need to ensure that, we allow everybody else's light to shine, because when that happens, then we work as a team and we can produce so much more. Doesn't take one person to run a country. It takes the president and his whole ministerial team to run that country. The same way in your team, if we all just hone in each other's skills, because all of us have certain talents, certain skills, or certain strengths, and we need to work and take the strengths, put it together as a team, and you will produce so much more. How many of times at home, just take simple things and activities at home. How many of us have got kids that are older or siblings that were younger and older than us, depending on where we are? Yet what we do is, now I want to do everything. Right? I want to just be, well, I need to do the dishes and I need to do the cooking and I need to work and I need to do this. Spread the workload. Let each person do something. And then there's more time for us to be together. And yet we forget that, we allow them, oh no, for whatever reason. Maybe, today I want to be that sloth, Mina. I'd love to just relax, hey? The sloth is a perfect example of just pure relaxation. Hey, let me just be the sloth. I'm just going to work at my own pace. We don't do that. We rush, we run. Till I grab my heart and say, oh, I think I've got a pain. I need a doctor. But I caused it for myself. And that takes you to what we call our elephant in nature. Hey, how many of us think about the elephant? We started with a squirrel, this tiny little rodent that's going. We went up into the air. We've seen the geese that was gawking all the time and honking each other on. And we end up with an elephant. Who's the elephant in nature? Hey? Is it small? Is it big? Come, talk to me, guys. What is your experience about elephants? No? Somebody had a soft toy for an elephant. It was Singapore, one of your team, yes. So talk to me, why? Tell us again why you chose the elephant.
Because the elephant's quite steadfast in principles, and it has a strong foundation, doesn't let anything deter it in its environment. So hold true to your values and know that you are enough and you don't need to look elsewhere.
Excellent. Sums up your elephant. So the elephant is huge in nature, but it's steadfast. It also trudges along. Unless it's angry, it's going to run, but it knows what it wants. What it has is, it's a harmony. It's an internal harmony. And they know, they can sense every little thing in their surroundings. They can recognize. Elephants have emotion. They can internalize everything that's happening around them. And if you've grown up, if you are in nature where you're actually rearing these elephants, you can see them. And if you've tended one since it was a little baby, that elephant is going to remember you. Even if you've gone out of its life for the next 10 years, when they see you, they recognize you. Elephants, they are in a herd, but if they get separated, and doesn't matter how long it takes, and if they come into contact with that same herd again, they recognize that that is my herd. That is how strong their perceptive ability is. And this is what we have to just internalize in our own lives. We sometimes tend to forget how strong we are. We tend to forget that we can also be steadfast in what we do. So with elephants, with the geese, with the others, There's a lot more that I can talk. I'm trying to put everything in a nutshell for us so that at least I can get to one more before we actually